Italy, the country of fantasy, where its culture is abundant of its colorful history, festivities, cuisine, arts, and fashion. The nation also has an advanced economy, having the 8th largest GDP and being a member in both G7 and G20. Italy is in southern Europe, a peninsula extending from Alps to Mediterranean, with its closest point to Africa, only 150 kilometers far. The territory of the nation is composed with Italian peninsula, Sicily, and Sardinia. Go along the Mediterranean coast westward, it connects with France, and across Adriatic Sea, they are Balkan countries. The country's capital, Rome, is not only the ruling center of current Italy, but also the ruling center of ancient Roman Empire. Within Rome, there's the smallest nation in the world, Holy See, or known as Vatican City.
There are 20 districts and 110 provinces and 8,100 cities in Italy. In this country, there are 30 airports and 6,487 kilometers long highway, 16,287 kilometers long railway. Today, we're going to introduce 4 well-known cities of this nation and their famous foods. Turin, a northern city in Italy, the business and culture center. Venice, people call the city of water. Florence, many fantastic paintings and sculpture of Renaissance period. Naples, the southern city of Italy, and it's the original place of pizza.
Today I'm going to introduce the famous festival in Italy. First is the Carnival in Venice. This festival is usually in February, 40 days before the Easter. The festival is world famous for its masks. Next is a Carnival Ivrea, which also means the Carnival of the Oranges. The carnival is held in the province of Turin, a city called Ivrea. It is just like La Tomatina, the Battle of Tomato, in Spain, but it is orange in Italy. Next, it is Palio Horse Race. It is a horse race that held twice a year on 2nd July and 16th August in Siena. The last one is Historical Regatta. It is a boat race held every year on the first Sunday of September. I'm going to introduce you the art of espresso. First, let's talk briefly about the history of coffee. There was a shepherd in Ethiopia in the 9th century who found out his sheep become so excited after they returned. So one day, he decided to go out with his sheep and found out that his sheep was eating some seeds out of some plants. So he took some of those back home and brewed them into a drink, which is called coffee nowadays. In 1884, in Turin, a guy named Angelo Modriando made a machine that can produce an Italy coffee, which is called espresso nowadays, and applied for a patent. This is the first espresso machine. It could only produce in a large amount for sale. After 7 years, in 1901, another guy named Luigi Bazzera made some improvement to the machine so that it could produce a cup of espresso at a time for about 45 seconds. In Italy, the invention of espresso also led to a place called Espresso Bar, where people stood in the bar and enjoyed their coffee while socializing. This is when the Italians created a culture called stand at a bar. It even became more popular than the regular bar or pubs for a period of time.
And now it's time to introduce tiramisu. But before that, I have to let you know tiramisu comes from Veneto. And then I want to present Venice, where you have to travel for once in life. Venice is a city in northeastern Italy. It is called City of Water, and a part of the city is recognized as the World Heritage, and is called the most beautiful man-made city. Also, there are plenty of heritage you must visit by boats. Piazza San Marco is the middle square of Venice, and it had been the death penalty place for once, and now most of the festival is held at here. Basilica di Santa Maria della Salute is a well-known church in Venice. You can see it along the canal. After visiting this heritage, you could stop by a coffee shop to have tiramisu. It's a delicious dessert and is originated in Italy. Lisa says that this dessert was made for an Italian soldier who was ready to go into battle. His wife was worried that he would be hungry on the battlefield, and she made this dessert for him.
Let's move on to the region in Middle Italy, Tuscany. Lebolida, a notable Italian soup, would be a good example of Tuscan cuisine. The cuisine was originated from peasants. They used to make soup by reboiling the leftover from the previous day. This is why the dish is called ribollita, which means reboil in English. The main ingredients of the soup usually include bread, beans, olive oil, and vegetables which are not pricey. If the best known place in Tuscany is mentioned, it'd be Florence without a doubt. This beautiful city is the great birthplace of the Renaissance. Cattedrale di Santa Maria del Fiore, the renowned icon of Renaissance. Palazzo Vecchio, the town hall, was initially the ruling body of the Republic of Florence. Michelangelo's masterpiece, David, which was originally installed right across Palazzo Vecchio, attracts 1.2 million people each year. Ponte Vecchio, an old medieval bridge, famous for still having shops built on it.
Okay, moving on to the biggest city of southern Italy, Napoli. Pizza, a traditional Italian dish. This world-famous food invented in Napoli. Typical pizza is a flat bread topped with tomato sauce, cheese, and baked in an oven. People also add meats and vegetables. Nowadays, it is a common food around the world, but in the 16th century, pizza is a dish for the poor people and just sold in the street. Napoli was established by Greek. It was also ruled by Rome, Norman, and Spain. Napoli is famous for its rich history, culture, art, and food. Piazza del Plebiscito, a large public square which is named for the plebiscite taken on October 2nd, 1860, that brought Napoli into the unified kingdom of Italy. Palazzo Reale de Napoli, a palace, museum, and historical tourist destination located in central Napoli. It was one of the 4 residences near Napoli used by the Bourbon king during their rule. Piazza Dante, a large public square in Napoli, named after the poet Dante Alighieri. The square is dominated by 16th century statue of the poet Dante.